Hi, I'm Elaine Harding. Welcome to my blog.stampwithelaine.com and welcome to episode 2 of 12 in my 2019 Countdown to Christmas series. If you follow me, you would have seen how I mount my stamps for builder punches in my regular Top Tip Tuesday slot on my Stamp with Elaine Facebook page. We're going to be using the punch because it's from the Let It Snow suite. You aren't able to order this as a complete suite just yet because the Snowfall Accents puff paint isn't available due to German custom restrictions. You can find it on page 18 to 20, and you can buy the Snowman Season Bundle separately as well as the Tiny Keepsakes bundle separately. Then you can cherry pick all the other items in this suite. There's the Winter Knit Let It Snow specialty paper, the Real Red Glimmer paper, the Real Red Curly ribbon, and also the Snow embellishment kit. The card we're making today is this one. It's got a fun fold, and when you pull it, it will open. And when you stand it up, it looks like that. And it's really easy to make. To make this card, you need to cut out a stitched square with a larger stitch shape square die, and you need the second largest straight edge square die to die cut an aperture in the front of your card base. You need a whisper white piece that measures 1 3/4 inches by 4 3/4 inches. In metric, that's 4.4 centimeters by 12.1 centimeters. You need shaded spruce, Coastal Cabana Real Red markers, and Tuxedo Black Memento ink, Coastal Cabana ink, red glimmer paper, and I've put some adhesive backing sheets on it so it makes it easier for me to glue it to the project. The paper, the adhesive sheets have retired, but I've still got some, so I might as well use it. The dies from Jolly Season to die cut this word here, and here's the kit with the felt pop out scarves and things, and I just want the scarf. I'm using the Let It Snow specialty paper. This has got glimmer on some of the images. This one is on the snowman, and that's the reverse. We're going to be using this sheet. That's the reverse. Mittens, that's reverse. I'll show you some cards I've done. I've cut out individual snowmen here to make cards with. That's the mittens, that's the back. Oh, I've already been through that one. That's the hats with snowflakes on the back, and can you see the glimmer on the pom-pom and the base of the hat? And then you've got these lovely trees. So I've cut off a 3-inch by 12-inch strip, and then cut them into 4s like that to make it go further. And I'll show you how you can use your DSP to make cards with. This designer series paper measures 6 inches by 5 inches, and that is the reason why this card has been made a little bit smaller. So with the long side on the top, you score at 2 inches and 4 inches. Now, because this is designer series paper, you don't want to press too hard on it when you're scoring, otherwise it will tear the paper. There's a thin stylus and a thicker stylus, so you use the thicker one for designer paper. Then you want a strip that's about 1 inch. And that's for the pull tab. So first of all, we'll burnish the score lines with a bone folder. So Mountain Valley. So if I forgot to press record again. applied adhesive on the back of this on the last panel, and then made sure I had an equidistance between the top, bottom and side, and adhered it to the inside of the card. Coastal Cabana ink, and I'm just going to stamp some snowflakes at the bottom. Apply adhesive to the back and glue it to the inside panel, leaving, upside down, leaving a even border all round. Then I'm going to fold this back and close the card, then apply adhesive on the designer series paper through the window, reinsert the aperture, the square aperture I die cut out, and adhere that, and that it will go through the window, which it does. Then take my Whisper White stitched piece, and before I do that I need to ink up the stamp in Tuxedo Black Memento ink and align the base of the block with the base of the cardstock and stamp. And to make life easier, I'm going to colour it while it's still on the large sheet. Colour the berries with the markers. I should have had pumpkin pie as well. Let me go and get it. I forgot about his nose. There we go. Then we'll punch all the way in. Take the Coastal Cabana, and I'm just going to scribble a little bit on there to ground the snowman. I'm going to pop a bit of glue on here because I think it's easier to apply the glue when it's not on the back of something really small and narrow. And I think I'll put one arm there. One arm there, and then I can do the rest of him. Don't want him too high up because the hat has to go on there. And let's pop his hat on with a dimensional on the back, and make sure it's not interfering with the top. Put adhesive on the back here and adhere it to the back of the Whisper White stitched square. Apply adhesive to the back of this. And then stick it down onto the card front, making sure that I leave an even border all round. Turn it over and snip it off, trim off the excess. Just trim a little tag, like so. And then adhesive on the back. Put a generous amount on so it makes sure it stays down. Now we can put this on, and unfortunately, it's because it's so delicate it broke off. but I'm sure we can stick it back together again. There you go. Before I go, I wanted to show you what you could do with simply just cutting up your designer series paper. Now I did this mathematically, so that was 4 inches by 2 inches, and you can get loads and loads. Don't ask me to work out how many. This one I just cut out the individual figures and layered them. This has got the hammered embossing folder effect. That's using the strips of designer series paper, the 3 snowman, and that one you can actually punch out with the punch, which leaves you 2 images that you can make with a portrait card. And of course that's more of these figures here, so you can get loads out of a pack of designer series paper. So I hope you've enjoyed today's tutorial. Thanks for joining me. The list of supplies is below this video in the Show More section. You can find me on Pinterest, Facebook or Instagram. Pop back again for episode 3 next week. Thanks for watching. Bye.